Are you ready to try some deeper healing work to help you on your weight loss journey? Well, hi, I'm Vanessa, and I talk about all things the emotional and psychological side of eating to help you with weight loss. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 exercises that you can use to help you go back and heal your childhood. But before we get into it, please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to be notified of my next video, which I bring out every single Thursday. Do you still have small eating patterns that are still there from childhood? Maybe do you binge? Do you crave the wrong foods? You eat the wrong foods, overeat, and you did that as a child, but now what you've done is you've carried them through to adulthood and you just can't let them go, and then it becomes really, really frustrating. Well, it could be because you have never then actually gone back to heal those parts of your childhood that were hurt or that caused you to eat this way in the first place. And this is what these 5 exercises are going to help you to do. The first one is visualization. So what you imagine doing is you imagine a small child who is going to be you when you were younger. So really get in tune and picture what it was that you looked like when you were younger. And of course you probably want to pick, a certain age. So you picture yourself sitting in front of yourself or beside yourself. And you really then imagine you holding, a conversation or just hugging and being there for your child. And what you do is by being there for your child and visualizing this, you pick up on what your child is feeling, how your child is, and also just letting your child know that you are there for them. So enjoy the visualization and enjoy the exchange. Now, I have done some meditations where you are visualizing and sitting with your younger child. So I will put them up here, but I'll also put them in the comments below where you can sit and be guided all the way through that process. The second thing is writing letters. So you're going to write 2 letters, one from your adult self to your child and one from your child to you. So start with a child one. And this letter is going to be done with your left hand to help you connect with that child. And it's also going to be really brief, and expressing a need, a wish or a want. As a child would write a letter, they'd write 1 or 2 sentences. So again, go back to a period in your time, in your childhood when, perhaps you wanted an adult to be there or help you through something. So an example could be, hello, older Vanessa. I really want someone to help me and to hold me and to show me love. I really wish I had somebody to help me. Thank you, younger Vanessa. So it can be as simple as that. So don't overthink it. Just sit and write. And then once you've written that, then let the older self, so you write a letter to your younger self in response to that letter. Now, again, it's going to be brief because you want your younger child to feel it and read this, but you are going to do it with your right hand. So another example could be something like, hello, younger Vanessa, I am here for you. I want you to know that I love you so much and I'm here for you always. Younger, thank you, older Vanessa. So it's just brief. So you can do this obviously as many times as you want and from different periods in your childhood. And doing that is really, really, again, is a fantastic way of connecting to this child. So writing letters to ourselves is incredibly healing. It lets the younger self know that someone is there for them, someone loves them, and someone is listening to their concerns. And then when we start to do that, it's incredibly, healing as an adult because we start to notice that we let go of just that unwanted tension held from our childhood. The third one is a toy. Did you as a youngster have, a favourite toy, a soft cuddly toy or a doll, for instance? And perhaps you used to carry it everywhere or used to sleep with this toy. Now you might not have it as an adult. So what I'd recommend is dig that toy up if you still have it, or go and buy yourself a toy that represents, something from your childhood. Picking this toy up and holding the toy, it just helps you remember parts of your childhood. And when as a child, as a child they carry these toys everywhere because it feels so safe, doesn't it? And it feels wonderful to love something back. The child is learning to then, do that love exchange. And it feels wonderful to just have something to hold and it's like that comfort blanket, isn't it? So when did we let go of that as adults? So bring that back for yourself and just notice how you feel with it. And obviously we want to evoke really positive, loving, good emotions. Number 4 is give yourself what you wanted and needed as a child. So for instance, it could be something that, I'm not talking about material things here, I'm talking about, emotional or guidance. So it could be that you just wanted to be heard, it could be that you just wanted to be supported, or you just wanted to be held and hugged and felt loved. So it's just like going back and reparenting yourself. So if you didn't feel heard, well, start talking to yourself and just paying yourself attention. If you wanted to be hugged more, I know it might sound strange, hug yourself. It's actually a really nice feeling. Hug yourself and just start to feel, loved there, and start loving yourself. And again, what we're doing is we're starting to reparent ourselves as adults. We're starting to give our inner child everything that we wanted. So it's also about listening to yourself and listening to what perhaps your inner child, what they really wanted, and how can you give that to yourself. And number 5 is give yourself a gift. Now, it could be a material thing, it might not be a material thing, but who as a child, wasn't excited on Christmas morning to get up and see all these presents? And, when I look at my child on her birthday with all these presents on the sofa, it's just like, a present! Oh my God, it's so exciting. And so what we're doing is bringing ourselves back to that emotion of, what gifts, what have we got ourselves? Now, the exchange, what the child is also learning in the gift is that there's an exchange going on of love, isn't there? The joy is also in giving the gift, and the joy is also seeing somebody open the gift, and it's about the thought behind the gift as well. So that's what you're learning to do for yourself. You're learning to go, when we want to buy somebody a gift, it's because we care about them, because we want to show them how much we appreciate them or how much we love about them, and that we've thought about them, so we want to give them something that will enrich and value their lives and that they will love. And that's what we want to do to ourselves, give ourselves something that will enrich us, that will nourish us, that puts our joy back in our life. Now, doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy things, because you could do things, that sort of are not material. But if you do want to go out and buy things, it's giving yourself the permission that you can go out and buy things. And of course, it's being selective. You don't just buy anything, because then that defeats the purpose. But maybe it is giving yourself the permission to buy something that you really want to buy for yourself, that is going to give you joy and just pleasure in your life. Now, if you don't want to go out, and buy things for the sake of things, but you still want to give yourself gifts, what would you give to a friend if you didn't do that? So it could be time. What in the mean could you give yourself? Time to have a bath, time to do something luxurious for yourself. What could you give yourself in terms of, being able to express yourself? Painting, drawing, doing for yourself. Some of my gifts are just like having a really nice bath, because I don't have them that often. Doing my yogas and my Pilates, that's a gift to myself, because I really enjoy and get a lot of pleasure out of it. So what, can you allow yourself and give yourself to encourage and enrich your life? And you're bringing back this part of your childhood that is joy, excitement, and just like fun, which just really liberates and, enlivens your life. So all of this, you might think, how does this help you with weight loss? Well, by going back and sort of giving ourselves all of these things, everything that we perhaps wanted from childhood, we're filling ourselves up from the inside and not from the outside. So in time, we will stop turning to food, because we're giving ourselves the emotional and psychological everything that we needed and wanted as a child. So thank you. Comment below and let me know which one of these is your favourite, and thank you.